Plaza Art
my
Fair, Kansas City, Missouri.
Walk around the booth. You can go hang out on the
2024 version. Here we are on the streets of the country club Plaza. Sunday morning, we're getting a damp start. Yesterday we pretty much avoided the rain, which we shut down a little bit early. But it's going to clear up, be nice later on, and that's great because my neighbor really deserves it, much more than I do. Here she is, from St. Louis, Missouri, Sarah Lorentz. So you're kind of straying to the other side of the state.
Well, not too bad of a drive,
Yeah.
and this is first time out for me outside of the St. Louis region. So
Okay, now a little backstory here. Sarah was one of the mentees in the very outstanding, what do they call it? Emerging Artist Program they have in St. Louis?
Emerging Artist Program.
Yeah. And it's done in conjunction with the St. Louis Art Fair by Stephen King, who's the director of the Outstanding Show in Des Moines. He comes up and helps with the Emerging Artist Program in St. Louis. And anyway, where I'm going with this, Sarah was a mentee, like, what was that, 3-4 years ago?
It was just 2 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So at any rate, we met then, and it is just so terrific to see one of these people listening to some of the things we said and getting out, putting yourself out here and doing it. Sarah's an oil painter. I think you can see that. You do a lot of plein air work, don't you?
A lot of plein air work, so portable easel outside, all weather, so the art fair experience is a bit of a continuation of the process.
Right.
Dealing with the rain, the wind, the elements.
And all of your subject matter, I guess, could have been plein air, right? I mean,
It's a bit of both, of studio work and plein air, but that allows me to refine some of the pieces,
Sure.
But keep the looseness and impressionism. And there's one piece I've got to show you in particular.
excellent. Oh, behind the curtain.
This little guy is a little bit of a one-off, but a woodworking shop in the basement of my host from the plein air competition this spring.
That's
so we've got a little
awesome.
woodworking connection, the
Nice,
two of
we
us.
do. I had no idea it ran that deep. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, before I forget, I want to get your artist statement here so people can read that at their convenience. Okay, so let's back this up. You're just a babe, and I'm talking age-wise.
A youngling.
You're just a youngling, and you're a babe too, but that's neither here nor there. How did this all happen? Do you have an art degree? Do you?
I do. I went to school studying figurative work and took one plein air course with John Denhouter at SIUE, and that changed how I was thinking about painting.
Okay.
The kind of immediate alla prima process, building up a painting in a single sitting, and being much more creative and risk-taking with the process. And so I bring that back into my studio work now as well.
Okay. And your work itself, I've seen it progress over the last few years, and I'm just totally loving it. There are just some real impressionistic type influences here. Am I making that up?
Yeah.
Or?
No.
Okay.
You're using the right painting terms.
Okay, because I'm not a painter and I really flub these things sometimes. But you look at this and you get up close and it's like, what the heck? But that's which is what I
in a good way.
Which is what I love about impressionist paintings. And your palette, really vibrant. Not really colors found in nature necessarily.
No, it's a lot of inventive color work, and part of that is starting on this base color that's a fluorescent pigment mixed into that base
layer. Because it has almost a neonish thing. And then the way that you treat the boards on the edges really picks up on that.
Yeah, you'll get a shock of color. It'll wake you up.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes I need that. So, at any rate, you decided I'm going to paint, and then you went through but prior to the mentee program, did you really see this as a career path?
I did, but I was learning all the lessons the hard way.
Okay.
I was starting out with the hardest, smallest shows and really working doubly hard at every show to make anything happen. So it's been a big step up to be at some of these bigger shows.
Well, it's
alongside.
well, I
Renowned
feel
artists,
no,
like-
honestly, I feel so great to be your neighbor this weekend, and it's exciting to see your work again. Just saw it a few weeks ago in St. Louis, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Okay, it becomes a blur sometimes, but no, it's great to see you out at the great shows because that's where you belong. Did you have any kind of a short career before? This couldn't have been very long if you did.
Outside of the art world,
Yeah.
short-lived stint with State Farm, which
Oh
was,
my!
enough to convince me I wanted
To really
to
appreciate
push.
the
Yeah.
alternative. And you're supported by, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Come on, perk up over there. Sean Flanagan, good Irishman. He's a cartoonist. Be looking for Fuzzy with 3 Z's comics down the road.
Yep, double artist pair.
But isn't it great to have a support system?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, Cindy isn't with me this weekend, but man, it sure makes it easier.
It
Someone
took
in
a team,
creative
especially setting up this weekend.
field. Oh
There's
Lord!
some problem solving,
Oh,
the rain,
well,
but we're
yeah,
prepared.
but Friday, a lot of people don't appreciate just how much we suffer for our art, right? I mean, Friday I was here at 7:30 in the morning. It got up to what, 96 degrees?
We tried not to think about it.
Well, but I do. And then we had to be showtime at 5 in the afternoon and look like fresh and scrubbed like nothing ever happened. And we do. We pull it
Yes.
off, right?
Pull it off.
That's why we're big shot artists, right? I want to get a look at some of these miniatures.
Sure. These are all new this summer. These two here on the right are both new for this show. There wasn't a lot of painting studio time between the Clayton show and
No.
Plaza, but
Did you get hammered pretty good in St. Louis?
I had a lot of pieces that found homes, so
Excellent.
it was
Good.
yeah, a good thing.
Where do you want to go? You're
Next,
trying some. I'm not talking about geography, but work-wise, what are your thoughts? Are you happy where you are? Are you gonna just be fleshing this out? What are your thoughts?
yeah, there's some fleshing out, but I certainly feel like I'm validated at each show that the work that I'm excited to make
Yes.
is exciting to people who are coming and seeing the work at these shows. So I think I just feel continued freedom to find the things I'm excited to paint. A lot of the theming is around places that have significance for our community, especially St. Louis, since it's all plein air, or at least rooted in
Right.
plein air practice. It's very local, very much about the lifestyle of living in the city and community with other people. And the alleyways is kind of the newest iteration of that, but
Yeah, these are the alleyways.
yeah, feeling like people
That's kinda-
are really connecting to the things I'm excited to make.
Well, that's cool, and that's for me. And the repeating story I get from other artists is, I mean, this is our stage, this is our audience, and we do need affirmation. I mean, it's not that we're not making for the market, but still, it's nice to realize that not everything I do sucks. You know what I mean? So that's great. Okay, so and then you led right into, or this is touching on it. So the obligatory question is, at this stage, what is your favorite thing about doing art shows? Why do you choose to do this? I mean, suffer through like Friday setup and all that. What keeps you moving?
I think there's two big reasons. One is the conversations with people and that excitement that people have about the work and feeling like people really get it. Like I can put something into a piece and have intention, and people come up and without any explanation get what my work is about,
Okay.
which is really exciting. And the other is just as pieces sell, it gives me the space and freedom to keep creating, which
Exactly.
is exactly what I
No.
need.
I too. I mean, because making is what totally floats my boat, and if you can't move it, there's no sense in making more. Okay, that's been great. I think. Okay, worst thing so far. What's worst thing about shows?
It's really just the discomfort. It's the risk to the work. It
Right.
puts you on edge.
Yeah.
But this has not been the worst fair storm weather I've had to weather. So we're
No,
doing
it
all
could
right
have been.
this
It could have
weekend.
been a lot worse, and it's going to get a lot better. And you know what? We're going to be here when it does.
Yeah.
So let's get our see you
What, we
later
get a
selfie.
Selfie? Hey!
See you, Sarah. Yay! Let's finish up strong.
Yeah.
All right.
Good weekend.
Thank you.